Hello my children, welcome to our YouTube channel Roy Digital Children Teaching Center. Today we will learn about the time and tense of verb. Verb means the action word which tell us the action. But when the action is happened, tense will tell us, right? Let's see what is tense. Tense means the timing of an action. We can know when the action is happening or happened or will happen. It is totally depending on the tense of the verb. The action when it will happen or is happening or happened, it is depending on the tense of the verb. There are three main tense. They are present tense, the time we are go through, past tense, we already passed the time, and future tense, that will come next day or tomorrow or next minute. Okay, it means the time will come, right? If you want to speak or write a sentence in English, first you have to determine the tense of the verb of that sentence, right? If you want to write or want to talk in English, first you have to know the tense. Suppose you are telling us your childhood times. Your childhood times means you passed the time when you were a child. It means you are talking about the past time. It means you are talking about the past tense, right? Suppose you want to be a doctor. Right now, standing on the present time, you are talking about the future. The time will come. We are go through from the present. That is, you are now a student and you want to be a great man. And your wishes will be fulfilled definitely one day in future. In future, the time will come, right? When you know about the tenses completely, then you have to make the sentences according to that tense. Here is a step-by-step detailed discussion about the three tenses, right? Each of tenses have four forms: indefinite or simple form, continuous form, perfect form, and perfect continuous. What are they? I will discuss one by one when we are talking about the tenses. Okay? The three tenses have these four forms: the indefinite, the continuous, the perfect, and the perfect continuous. First, we will see the indefinite or simple form. When we write something in simple present, we have to follow this rule: subject plus verb plus object. First, we have to put the subject. Then, we have to write the verb, the main verb, the present form of main verb, that is V1, and then we write the object. Okay? It is very simple rule. The simple present is used to refer to many situations. Number 1, a universal truth. When we are talking about a universal truth, then we used simple present. Like the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. Honesty is the best policy. The two sentences, they are talking about a universal truth. We all know the sun always rises in the east, right? And honesty is the best policy. When we are honest, we are honest from our heart, then we can live our life lively, right? That is why the both sentences are written in simple present. Next point is habit. When we are talking about a habit or a regular routine, then we use this simple present. Every day he goes to market around 9 a.m. Suppose there is Ram Babu who goes market every day around 9 a.m. She takes tea after meal. It is her habit to take tea after meal. It's a habit and it's a routine. Okay? Next, to denote definite future action. The action which will happen in future, but that is definite. It will happen. Must be. It will happen. When the action, the future action denotes the definite future action, must be, that will happen in future, then it's right. Then we use this simple present tense. Okay? The school closes on 15th August. In India, on 15 August, we celebrate the Independence Day. That's why in every year the school closes on that day, right? We all know about it. That is why it is written in simple present tense. The next point is vivid the past event. When we tell a story, we tell about the past, but we present the story in the present situation, right? That's why when we are talking about the past or we want to vivid the moment, we use this simple present. Suppose Rana Pratap rushes at the Mughal army. Rana Pratap and Mughal army, they are present in the past. They are not living in the present time. But when we are talking about their war, about their life, then we use the simple present to vivid the moment. Okay? Next point is quotation from authors. When you use the quotation from an author, then we say it in the simple present. Keats says, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." Keats, a great poet. He died a long time ago, but his creations, his poems, is immortal. We take quotations from her poems, from her literature when we need. When we take any quotation from any author, then we have to use the simple present tense because their creation always be immortal among us. He says a thing of beauty is joy forever. Beauty is joy forever, right? Sometimes we use simple present tense instead of present continuous tense. Suppose it rains. It means it is raining right now. We have to use here the present continuous tense. It means it is happening right now. But we use simple present tense. Sometimes we use simple present tense instead of present continuous tense. It is very easy. Don't fall in any confusion. Often we use simple present tense instead of present continuous tense, right? That is why I mentioned the point in this topic. As similar, we use simple present instead of present perfect tense. I hear he passes the exam. I heard in the past that he passed the exam. In these cases, I have to write this sentence in the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense means the action that is happened in the past and still we feel the result. In that cases, we use present perfect tense. But some cases, we use simple present instead of present perfect tense. It is very simple. We use simple present instead of present perfect tense and present continuous tense. Okay? After seeing all the points where we use simple present, now we see the use of simple present. How we use verb in the simple present. We use be verb. Be verbs are am, is, are. Am, is, are the be verb of the present tense. First we see the examples. I am busy. You are lazy. He is strong. She is wise. The box is empty. The students are merry. Where we use am, is, and are. We use am when we write I. We use is when we are talking about the third person singular. It means he, it, and any singular name. Okay? When we use are, when we are talking about the plural form, like they, we, any name in plural. Okay? Any name in plural. Right? Now we see the have verb. Have verb is has and have. We use have after I, we, they, any plural noun, and you. Okay? We use have after them. And when we use have, he, she, it, any singular noun, okay? Let's see the examples. You have a house. He has an umbrella. She has a blue quilt. I have a private tutor. Okay? Here we see the simple present with be verb and have as verb. We are using simple present with be verb and the have verb. Okay? Be verb means am, is, are. We are writing am, is, are in the simple present, and we are writing have as in simple present. Okay? Let's see our next topic. We can write simple present in 4 ways. We can write simple present in 4 ways. It means we can write simple present in a positive way, in a question, in a negative way, and in a interrogative and negative way. It means in affirmative sentence mean positive sentence, interrogative sentence it means in a question form, negative sentence and interrogative negative sentence. Let's see what is affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence means state positive statements. It states positive statements. Interrogative sentence states questions. Negative sentence states negative statements. An interrogative negative sentence states interrogative as well as negative statements. Okay? Interrogative negative sentences states interrogative as well as negative statements. Let's see in details. Affirmative sentence. Here the rule is subject plus verb plus object. Okay? Our example is I know him. I is our subject, know is our verb, and him is our object. Okay? And it is a positive sentence. Now we see the interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence states the questions. The rule is do or does subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. When the main verb is given, then we have to insert do or does according to the sentence for making question. When the main verb is given, like our before example, I know him. Know is our main verb. There is not mentioned another verb like be verb or have verb. We already know be verb in simple present is am, is, and are. Okay? And have verb means have and has. Right? They are not mentioned in this sentence. Here, know is the main verb. When the main verb is given, then we have to insert do or does according to the subject. See the example. Our affirmative sentence is I know him. The interrogative sentence is do I know him? First we write do, then we write our subject, then we write our verb, then we write our object, right? And then we give the sign that is question mark. Where we have to put do and where we have to put does. We write does when the subject are he, she, it and a person name. And a person means a singular person name. Okay? Then we put does. Otherwise, we put do before the subject. See the differences, the interrogative sentence rule and affirmative sentence rule. When we are comparing the rules, then it will be very easy to find out the difference, and then we have to know easily what we have to input extra words for making any sentence. Here it is written subject plus verb plus object. Okay. Here it also mentions subject plus verb plus object. Before the subject, we have to write do or does according to the question. It is very easy. We write the rule here same. Just we put do or does before the subject. And when we put do or does, then our verb will be written in the V1 form. V1 form means we will write the sentence, the verb in the present tense. When we write do or does, then we don't have to add s or es to the verb. Actually, when we write does, does, here we already mention es or s. That is why we don't need to write the s or es extra in the verb. Okay, when we put the does, right? They are very similar. Only the difference is we have to put do or does according to the subject. Okay, let's see our next form, that is negative sentence. Negative sentence, the rule is subject plus do or does plus not plus main verb plus object. First we have to write the subject, and according to the subject we will write the do or does. Then we put not, then we write the main verb. Main verb means there we don't need to insert any s or es because already we will write yes or es with the do or does. And then we write the object. Okay. Remember the rule of affirmative sentence, that is subject plus verb plus object, right? In the negative sentence, subject, main verb and object is present. In between subject and main verb, we insert do or does according to the subject and not. Okay? Let's see our example. I know him. It is in affirmative form. I is our subject, know is our verb, and him is our object. And when we turn it into negative form, we write here I do not know him. We insert do and not in between I and know, right? It means when we convert the affirmative sentence to negative sentence, simply we have to write the do or does after the subject, then we put not to get the vice of negative, then we write the know, the verb and the object. Okay? I hope you will get my point. When we are converting any sentence from affirmative to negative, we will simply write do or does after the subject, and then we put not, and then simply we write the main verb and the object. Okay? It means our affirmative form is subject plus verb plus object. Our interrogative form is do or does. Then we write the same rule here, and last we put the question mark. And when we write the negative sentence, we write do or does after the subject, then we write not. The sentence forms are very easy. Never fall in any confusion. We all can make any form as our requirement. The forms are very easy. Just you have to understand the rule, the funda of the forms. They all are built with the subject, verb and object. Nothing else. It is very easy. When we have to need do and does and not, when we are writing about the interrogative form, about the negative form, about the interrogative negative form, then we insert the do or does. Why we insert do or does? Because here main verb is given. Here be verb and the have verb are not present. That is why simply, it is very simple, we are insert do and does. Let's see our next topic, that is interrogative negative form. Separately, we know what is interrogative form, what is negative form. But suppose when you are talking about something that is interrogative, that is a question, but it gives the vice of negative, then how could I talk? Then how could I write this sentence? Let's see the rule. The rule, when the subject is noun, what we have to write? First we have to write does. Then we put not, then we put subject, then main verb, then object. See? The affirmative form is present here. Subject, main verb and object. According to the subject, we write here does. Why we write here does when the subject is noun? Because we all know when the singular noun is given, always we use does, right? When the singular noun is given, we always use does. After writing the does, we write not. Then we write the affirmative form, that is subject plus main verb plus object, and give the sense of interrogative when we are reading the sentence, and then make it very easy. We write the punctuation mark, that is question mark. Okay? Our example is, does not Rana play football? It means, suppose I am talking with you and Rana is our common friend, and I am telling you Rana does not play football. Rana does not play football. And after hearing this, you are questioning me, does not Rana play football? You have a question in your mind. Is it right? Does not Rana play football? Okay. Next, when the subject is pronoun, then we have to put do or does according to the subject, because I, we, they, you, when they are present in the sentence, we use do. And when he, she, it, and are present in the sentence, we use does. Simply, then we use subject, then not, then main verb, then object. Okay? It is very simple. Let's see the examples. Do you not know him? Do you not know him? I am asking you, do you not know him? Does he not attend school? When I am asking question to you, and that gives a negative vibes, then we ask question like this: do you not know him? Does he not attend school? Okay? But there is an exception. Most of the time we use don't when we are speaking English. When we use don't, then we don't have to follow the not rule. Whatever you use not before the subject and after the subject, it is no matter. We can easily use not as our requirement. When we know that, do you not know him? Do you not know him? In these cases, we can say, don't you know him? Here, when I am saying, don't you know him, here we write not before the subject. And it is not wrong. Okay? This sentence is right and this sentence is also right according their rule. Okay? Don't fall in any confusion. It is very easy. We are using don't, then we don't have to follow the not rule. We can talk or we can speak, we can write the sentence according to your favor. Right? Here I complete the part. The part is very small, but we have to maintain our journey to reach the end, right? Let's see our next part regarding the chapter time and tense.